Oh, now, just in you. You want to grow. They may not get out on follow. Could you cook? Could you cook? Could you cook? Rescue mission, anything to excuse mission. Right there, see terrible. No coalition in the world. For half only access recovery team. Heaven sensory, but they will make mistake. Somebody help me, I talking. Let me see it again talking. But I mean, come in talking. So you can get me for talking. And I be out, you know that. Or you making it hard up. I told the people say you was sleep. Only not believing you was sleep. See you right now, you sleepy. See my people regretting. Why you didn't you regret? I will say that you ain't here, you can't get me. The rescue mission, anything to excuse mission. Right there, see the rebel. No coalition in the world. For half only access recovery team. Heaven sensory, but they will make mistake. Our people say the thing like a game, you will stop on your toes. When the season will be good, that on the eve, you will know.
That's exactly what you are experiencing in Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. What I mean, worstest country in the whole world. If the Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and say, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God. I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right? The hardship, you have not seen that ship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was a rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation.
To resign. But this case, watch the process and see. Speak up, he will never resign.
Your statement was very strong, threatening the life of Speaker Kofa. That was very strong from you.
He has given us the assurance now we have decided to stay our ground to be behind him. Any attempt for him to resign, he will never be taken.
That's a threat, sir. In what way, sir?
I don't care. Then he shouldn't play for all of us. You can't allow us to stay behind you. Then you make mockery all of us. You can't make mockery all of me. You cannot. He has said my statement. So have they reached a number? No, have they reached a number?
Yeah.
So when you just walk on, you say you get wrong. 36, 37. Here you go from the
session today, sir.
Our session was fine. As you see, we didn't have a forum. We are instituting measures to make sure that the people's business will be done by compelling the members who are afterwards.
What kind of measures expected to be instituted, sir?
Well, it will be any number. I think we will inquire with them. If we don't have them, if we can't get a requisite number, if we saw the plenary just instructed us that we can use the courts to compel attendance in accordance with Article 33.
People are speculating based on years of experience being here. Circumstances that the speaker are pushed to the wall to resign.
To have no push to the wall. No, I'm not pushing the wall. Resignation is not an option. The law is what it gives us. If they have super majority, they can have the gavel. If they don't have super majority, they have to come on the gavel.
Thank you so much, Honorable Kofa.
But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's have to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where the vehicle, they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought transformation to Liberia. That is a man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in the second term. They don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. You say Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. In sports? Tell me something. Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give you $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your national
even if they are not born again, there are people who are not castable. God honors their position, and God will make them to be at peace with you, so that you will go. You try to fight them, your life will be damaged in a way you cannot imagine. Wisdom. There are Cyruses, there are gatekeepers in the world of men. Although they are not saved, the sincerity of their heart has earned them a position that God recognizes. You don't fight such people. You pray that God grants them favor with you, so that the gate can be open for you. There are many foolish people that have carried zeal without knowledge to their detriment. How about honor? It is wisdom that teaches you that when you see results you have not had, acknowledge it with your heart open, and you will receive from it.
Because we were given the opportunity to govern Liberia for 6 years, In the 6 years, you can compare to 174 years. So we have to be proud of ourselves and continue to be inspired to do great things, to continue to do great things. I mean, we have done our best, and I show based on what we have done that Liberia will never see again. We will come back. We will come back.
Yes.
Remember when we came to the scene, people said that this would never happen. But God knows that it was going to happen, and it happened. And we prove ourselves, and we can do it again. Today, you guys are celebrating the success story. What is celebrating, and we'll continue to celebrate success story.
Yes.
If you look at where I came from Gibraltar, to what I've achieved over the years, whether it's sports, whether it's humanity, whether it's politics, the people have the right to be out there to celebrate, because they're celebrating a son of Liberia, and not just a son. It's a son that impact of the lives of our Liberian people. So but like I say, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to God. And this citizens, enjoy yourself, be safe, get home safe. Make sure everything that is built in our country, you build it. Don't break it. Remember, don't break it. Don't break it. You understand? What happened here tonight? If Bwaka see it, maybe Bwaka will pass out. Maybe Bwaka will pass out. But this was not for Bwaka to pass out. This was for Bwaka to see that the love of our people. We will continue our reforms in 2021 and push to achieve growth and grow jobs across key sectors of our economy.
Okay, let me say good evening to all of you wherever you are. It's good, fantastic. Indeed, we are here together again. And you know, there's some interesting something. Whenever we are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. So we are certainly getting there. And God is trying to take us through. Not even trying, but God is taking us through because God does not try. God does it when He wants to. So we are forever grateful to the Almighty God that we are here together again to do what we can do for our country. Today, I want to say welcome back. For those of you who had had the issue of cash giveaway, yeah, at least we are okay and back according to our technical team. Everything is okay. So you can, today is the 20,000. Today is Friday, right? Yeah. So it's star and 799 star 25 hash. That's what it is. It's on Friday. So the Friday stuff is always there. Star 799 star 25 hash. I think that's it. Yeah. So it's face the issues. You can just go on to and then you get it right there. And so we are certainly getting there. And we will, no matter what it is. With God, all things are possible. So we are here and working together for the good of this country. A lot of interesting things are happening. And we are here to end this weekend. Yeah, we are here to end this weekend. And yeah. And I finish this whole thing this weekend. So there is a right here on this dial. Something I'm trying to check for to share with you. Terrible things are happening. And we think we are getting there. With God, all things are possible. So we are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible. So the star, what is this? I'm seeing here, star 799. Okay, yeah. So it is star 799 star and 25 hash. I think that's the code you can play with. Yeah, that's the code you can play with. People very, very smart and are fantastic people. They are all just smart, and some of them. Let me browse this thing again, see something. So the star 799 star 25 hash, you can have that done, and we are certainly getting there. All right, yeah. All right, here we are. Great, we are here again. And with God, all things are possible. Yeah, we're certainly getting there, and we'll get there. So you can play and then move on with it. And that is it right here on this dial. Folks, welcome to the weekend's edition of the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities. Nope. That I'm smiling, that means something. Yeah, that means something fantastic. The students are interested. Patrick, what's up? Oh, you said a prof showing muscles today. Leave that thing. The other muscle, yeah. They get a V, they get a water bear muscle, then they get a V bag muscle. Me by my own now V bear, that muscle with just the muscle, yeah, that's the kind of muscle. By the way, we are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible, and we'll certainly get there, no matter what it is. Don't worry. Yeah, we will recalibrate, and that's one thing I heard out there. Let me try to set up something the best way we can.
Our economy is challenged. The fundamental remains. President and President of the Senate, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Pro Tempore, and members of the 54th Legislature, now that I have discharged my statutory duty under Article 58 of our Constitution, I would like to speak directly to you, my fellow Liberians. My fellow Liberians, just 3 days ago, January 22nd, 2020 was the 3rd anniversary of my inauguration as president of Liberia for a 6-year term. This is therefore the meeting of my tenure.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. And so let me go on. So we are certainly getting there no matter what the circumstances are. Thanks so much to all of you. You know, we are Africans. I can remember it was in 2016. Yeah, 2016. I remember, and I remembered clearly when former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and 2016, 2015, 16, 2015. Yeah, her State of the Nation address in 2015 January. I remember. She said that to promote our Liberian culture, every Friday she had hope and she had decreed and passed on for all her cabinet officials to go to work in their African attire at least on Fridays. So to just demonstrate our Liberian culture, and that's what it is. But guys, they didn't do it. Maybe I decided to come to class tonight with my late African stuff on me. Is that not correct? I'm trying to do something. So Friday night, you know, what they call it. I think why it is true that we're wearing anything here is good. This is our African stuff that we are wearing. And so we are certainly getting there. And I like for students to come to class very serious. Because when you start laughing, then it demonstrates that you're not ready for class. Or at least a good at the teacher must be laughing so that things can work out for us. Yeah, we're certainly getting there, no matter what it is. So I would just like to report to you people that they said the police people who are fighting over the chicken feet, according to our news that was reported, they said the man who fell off and the carrying, they say he died. And what we can be warning some of you not to get into fight. You don't know the other person under condition. Some people have some underlying conditions that you don't know. That man get a little problem now, you go for it now, what they call it. You think that fight now, right? So I don't know whether it's for really chicken feet or for what. There's another one again, another taxi driver go, policeman go join the taxi driver car to go for him inside the car. Huh? What kind of thing that's so? That thing I saw it today. What a video I said for that one. Some of my students were sharing it with me. So you go jump in a man car to go for him there for what in now? Why you go for the man inside the car? What a video said one of my students, and I was sharing it with me. What kind of behavior in that? You know, some of the things said that can be happening. You can really wonder how it really managed to happen and why should it even happen in the first place. We get all that one in there. You go jump into taxi business. You start fighting there. It's bad. It's bad. So you can't do that kind of thing. What is on here? Somebody shared in our chat room. Somebody shared there in one of our chat rooms. I don't know which one, but one of our chat rooms. Because you can be sharing things there all over the place. And I can just see it. So somebody shared, they said the men were fighting for chicken feed business. How you do that kind of thing? It's bad. It's bad. Oh, let me see. I think I get it. Let me see. The man fighting a friend. Can you go get it tested to go for somebody there? Let me play a small. Let's see. These are the G's. G's number one. So we got one G's here. Another G's, Yeah, G's. They want a G's again? Yeah, that G's. They want a good G's. The guy. Hey, God. They got it for all kinds of things. So why you can be recording this kind of thing then? You think it's good for this country? You're passing around, you get phone there for you to record Google thing with the phones. That kind of funny thing there you can be, you can be showing out there to people. It's not right though. Let me show it to you so that you can see it too. So that all can see it together. Let me see that who page they said they said showing it. Okay, let me see. You have seen it now? God, and your blogger. So that's some of the thing in the happenings of the day. All right. Don't think that I just funny for it. Police man go jump in there. You get all that power and authority, you can go join your car. They tell you that I can tell you what they call. You don't need to sit on the passenger side. Say, just go to the driver's side. Tell him, say, boss man, park the car right here. Call your friend officers. You come. You felt your thing. You know, one thing about officer thing, you know, that's what you ought to be doing. But we are seeing it the other way around. But again, that's the kind of country that we have, and people are in it, right? Today, one of my students was able to share something with me, and some of the realities of what we've been talking about, and they are right here. So whether you like it or not, these are two videos about happenings at LRRC, and I will play them. Now the G's component, they keep playing your cash giveaway, and as we go on tonight on this dial, and we are certainly getting there. I hope you keep playing. And I'm trying to. But again, so I will try to share this one with you again. Another video is here. So I will share this one with you. All right. This is happening at LRRC. This. So these people were dismissed today. I don't know whether today or whatever it is, but these are recordings that speak to random dismissals all over. People are now saying, oh, yeah, this, that, here and there. All kinds of things are happening. So we just thought to bring them to you so that you get them.
Cannot dismiss me. Your data can recommend my dismissal. And that also must be channeled through the HR as far as we are concerned. So if your data fool you that he's the God of enterprise, I'm not a servant to him. I'm Mr. Benjamin Boyo, who have agreed to work with the Liberian government. This is not my first time. I have worked in several entities, and I said, what I hate is what we're going to do. And I told him, please take this serious. And I'm saying it openly. I told him, if you are the cause of me losing my job, it will take me 10 years, I will eliminate you. I told him that. They call, how do you call that? He said, threat. I said, you know what they call threat? I'm telling you now. So if you don't want to be eliminated by me, this is my job alone. Simple. He communicated that to his job father, wherever he went, where he came from. As when he landed here, I was told that I was highlighted in their meeting. But Prophet is lucky. He's very lucky to be delayed. I needed the opportunity to tell Prophet, you have to be very careful. Enterprise is not his father. He didn't inherit enterprise. He did not inherit enterprise. There's a government institution, immigrant institution that he made us here. I can never worship in like those candidates. The 900, the 95 I've been giving me with a few dollars, I'm making use of it wisely, and I'm established. My children are in school. I don't say enterprise, but enterprise, life got to go on. I went to school through government. It was through government initiative. I went to school, I did my agriculture program. So I have to pay back. So if I don't come and mistakenly thinking that enterprise is his inheritance, then he packed that. Last time, when I heard all this information about the financial scandal, the last night I got detailed. I said, but last night I had a detail. I said, but then I'm going to put the professionalism one side. I'm not going to be more diplomatic anymore. I'm coming to let this criminal
Sorry, and it was off. Yeah. So I think Benjamin Boyo, the guy you just heard. Sorry, let me try to lay the premise again. I know my students are saying no sound. Yeah, sorry. I caught myself off, and that's where the problem is. And so you're sorry. You're sorry about that. So like I was saying that you didn't hear, and everyone else didn't hear, because even the offline students, the online students, all of them didn't get it, and I'm sorry about that. So the guy's voice you just heard, they call him Benjamin Boyo. I hope you were able to get him, right? You got the video component of it, the sound quality from the video, you got that. They called him Benjamin Boyo. I don't know what they call Boyo. That Boyo there, is it the one that can kill people? Or Boyo? But I name Boyo. I don't know what kind of Boyo name, but he has like that. But they call him Boyo. Anyway, Benjamin Boyo, the man whom you just listened to, Benjamin Boyo, is one person who was a strong supporter of the Unity Party. Under the Weah's administration, people like Boyo then could stand and say anything they would say in support of their political party. Boyo is one person who tried his best and supported, and his team supported his team. All right, so Benjamin Boyo is just one of the guys who live in the Sakamo community on the boulevard. The Sakamo community is the Eskidi Boulevard right here. Yeah, I think so. And so is Benjamin Boyo. But he's one person who had been very much supportive of the Unity Party. And Boyo then could stay in their offices and get angry, express their frustration at the kind of money that they earn, especially as a small money. You talk about that. Boyo said, I know you're earning $95 and some liberty out there. It's small money. And you can understand the frustration of people then like that. So they will always pray for the best and the betterment of every institution. At this time, thinking that their government is coming back to power, Boyo then will not sit there, especially if they could talk under the CDC government. One more about their own government. Will it be Bobo under their own government? No. So Boyo then could speak. They want to speak to the issues. So Boyo then speaking to it now. This time they have been penalized. So they could speak and say anything they wanted to say at that time on former President Weah. It was their rights. It was not an allowance that was given by Weah to say, oh yes, he was told. No, it is their right to express themselves. And they have a right to freely associate with any political party. That's their constitutional right. Did they utilize those rights? Yes, they did. Did anybody harm them as a result of that? No. So it's the same thing that they were doing under the CDC. They thought they could continue that under the Unity Party. But the Unity Party has passed a law that you can't speak against your leaders. You can't speak strongly against anybody in office. You try, will dismiss you. That's from the Civil Service Standing Order. So that's their standing order that they have passed on. So it's quite terrible for all of them. And they are suffering from that. So we think for sure, no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And that's what affecting Boyo. Now, one of your friends, who's also there as well, let me try to play his voice. For him, he said it clearly that we are time, all were here, they didn't touch anybody, though they were eating their money, but they never touched any one of us. So this was his own, you know.
They took a SRO from the ball, a CDC, SRO. Yeah. Okay. He's saying Grand Judah in his Bible estimate. He was saying Grand Judah. When he went there, he was there for a year. I will not laugh. I support Unity Party. But during the CDC period, they never harm nobody. We were only collecting our money, we were enjoying ourselves. We all were here. Unity Party people were here. Sedition were here. All the other people were here. Everything was going smoothly. But from the time Patrick took over, things have changed. It's Salah going to Ghana.
Yes.
We're trained
for the returnees, right?
Yeah.
Let me get back there so that you can get here again. Sorry.
They took a HRO from there, they go, and CDC,
HRO.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying Grange there. He needs Robert Estammer. He was saying Grange there. When he went there, he was there 1 year. But when I laugh, I support Unity Party. But during the CDC period, they never harm nobody. We were only collecting our money, we were enjoying ourselves. We all were here. Unity Party people were here. Sedition were here. All the other people were here. Everything will go on smoothly. But from the time Patrick took over, things have changed. It's on going to Ghana.
Yes.
We're trained by
For the returnees, right?
Yeah.
So he has seen us say they were trained on the CDC, understanding all of those things, blah blah blah, and they've been working in CDC town, they never touch anybody. But now Patrick and clearing people. So now the credit is given to the CDC. Now, when we tell you that these are things that we've been talking about over and over, and you people don't get it, right? The testimonials are coming from them, not us, right? So we think for sure with God, these things will keep coming up, so that you will know what it is. And so they brought it upon themselves. And it's not bad for people to support political party. He said it. The two other now, they are so Unity Party people. The other man is calling Boyo, and the other man, I don't know his name, but the first man who, what they call, he's called Boyo. And Benjamin Boyo. They say from Sakamo community. Yeah, they say where he lives. And he used to do a little thing. These are people that were within the system and trying their best and doing everything they can, but it did not work on as planned. So that is why it is. That is exactly what it is. So we think for sure, we just wanted to share these things with you in passing. We just wanted to share them with you in passing so that you can know where we are. So let me speak, because I still want to get to the nitty-gritty of this whole thing about this chicken feed, police people fighting over chicken feed. I still want to get to the bottom of this G's. So I will speak with one of Front Page Africa reporters, and in Franklin Dolokwe, so that he can tell me about this policeman. What is the status of the policeman? Because our news did carry it that the policeman died, and from it. So I would like to hear from Dolokwe on this, and so we can understand what really happened to him. And you can keep playing your stuff, play what you can play. And we certainly get in there, and we've got all things are possible, and we'll certainly get there. So let me speak with Franklin Dolokwe quick, then we can continue with our discussions here tonight. Hello, how are you doing, Franklin?
Thank you very much, Abraham.
How's everything with you?
Well, we praise God for long life. I'm currently here in Ganta, in my country.
Oh, you're in Ganta?
Yeah, in Ganta. I just returned from Campley.
Campley. Yeah, Frank, it's good that I'm contacting you tonight. We've been confused here in town, though we saw a trending video that went viral, but it displayed a fight between two police officers. And in the end of the fight, the short video we saw one police officer very helpless, being taken away by citizens who were standing by and watching the fight. And we don't know the status. But tell us, where did that fight really take place in Nima County?
Yes, Abraham, like you rightly said, the incident occurred in a city called Campley, around Lobato Bola. It's in district number 3 here in Nima.
Okay.
This officer, this from a security background, the ordinary police want to go different training, while the PSU want to go different training. So this guy has been pronounced dead by medical doctor from the GFK hospital in Monrovia. He was officer that was assigned in Campley. But the suspect who is not going for the investigation is a PSU officer. His name is Jeremiah Takpo. So Jeremiah Takpo from the PSU background, he has been assigned, so we have that place here. So we have been on a things, so they have been assigned a town called Zogo. It's in district number 3. So we they have been on
Franklin?
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Now,
Yeah, the network,
so
I know.
this PSU officer, his name Jeremiah Takbo. There was a tension here in camp where Jeremiah and other officers were called to get to augment the strength police in camp.
Okay.
It was based on that the police in camp sent for the PSU officer to come to augment the strength of the police in camp. After a grief record around the camp bill, they were taking issue with this Chinese company that is paving the road between Senekule and that of the Loguato bill. The agree record they have been complaining at CSRG, which is the Chinese company, and not been able to pay them. So they were on go to, or they were threatening to carry on demonstration. This is what prompted the police in camp to write or to invite PSU officers at money or the Surway property in Zogowi to camp to help them. Jeremiah Takpo, who is a PSU officer, was invited along with other officers to help the police in camp with in terms of manpower. So he was invited by the police. They were in camp after they went through the process, but were told that the both officers they were only influence of alcohol. After they went through the process, there was a food that was prepared by the police in camp that they should have a lunch. During the lunch, where this officer, the late Eton Bam and Jeremiah, along with other officers, they were eating, but Jeremiah decided to take the fish, meaning the chicken feet from the food, and give to one of the officers who were being informed that he was suffering from epilepsy. So he didn't want for him to eat along with the police officer, even though he's a police officer, but they didn't want for him to eat along with them. So Jeremiah decided to take the chicken feet or the meat from the fish, from the food, and give to this police officer. This is what prompted Eton Bia to go on a radical approach, demanding that while Jeremiah should take the fish or the meat from the food and give to officers, that while everyone should eat the food but give it to an individual. So there was an argument or confusion, but there was a peace that was made between them. But after that, Eton decided to stay engaged Jeremiah on ground that what he did, it was not professional, it was not fair. Even though, like I said, there's.
But what is professional about taking food and giving it to somebody? What is the professional thing that inside that one then?
So the DC is screaming that why he must take the meat that everyone depending on what to take, and why should take the meat and give to an individual or a police officer. This is what prompted him. But after that, he decided to abuse a man. You know, the PSU officer, they undergo a lot of training compared to the police officer. So the PSU officer is well trained in terms of combating or in terms of responding to issues compared to the officer. So the PSU have more technique compared to the police officer. It was based on that when he connected to abuse, the PSU officer did what the PSU officer take the radical approach and he started to beat on him, and according to medical reports, his spinal cord got broken. So in the process, when he came to Camp Health Center, medical doctor, his name is Kaulo Bengen. Kaulo couldn't respond. He looked at it and said, no, I don't have any means to handle this. I refer this police officer Eton Bia to Jida Hospital in Senekule. Senekule to look at it, there was no way they refer this police officer Eton Bia to Jida to JFK Hospital Mozo. It was just, today morning at 10 o'clock when he passed out. Even though prior to that, when they continued very well, the Vice President Jeremiah Kun wrote or informed the police that this man Eton should go for medical treatment abroad, meaning in Ghana. but it was through the, they were trying to prepare or to follow the process when he passed out. Even though their military reaction, yes, state security, in balance, they are saying due to the harsh shade from the ruling party, security people, they are fighting over food and they are engaging or they are hating one another. The death of this man bring to 10 the number of people that died. You remember we reported I work for front page as an independent journalist.
Yeah, that I know.
We reported a story from Tapet. There was a 34-year-old man that was allegedly more to death. But even meal. They seen this, they seen 2024 year where they are going on cool. This guy said the meal that they prepared already, the evening meal, they meet him and he died to hit a friend, kill a friend in the process. They seen 2024, there's a community called Blue Community.
Okay.
Where just want to, they have gone for father LD business. They pay her to in Campley, in Senegal, they seen 2024, another man too were more to death. So there are about 10 cases in terms of local activity, maybe the food or cell phone for father LD, 10% of that as a result of this in Nima.
Wow. And Franklin, thank you for this narrative. I was even doubting whether it was chicken feet business that this whole thing started. But again, two things you said. Let's try to set the record straight. One, you said the officer, the PSU officer, what is his name?
His name is Jeremiah Takpo.
Jeremiah Takpo.
Yes.
And the one who died. And what is his name?
His name is Eton W. Bang.
Okay, Eton W. Bang. So you said there was a food that they gave them for them to eat, to have lunch, because they had gone there to repel certain tension in the area. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you said Elton Bang, because there is one of the police officers who suffers from epilepsy. You said that?
Yes.
And Elton Bang was taking the chicken feet or the meat from the food to give it to this police officer because he couldn't eat with his friends.
Yes.
And the PSU officer got very angry with Bang.
No, it was the PSU officer that took the food, the fish, the meat and gave it to this epilepsy officer.
Oh, the PSU officer took it and gave it to, and gave it,
yes.
and Bang was not happy with it.
Yeah, Bang was not happy. Bang said, but this is meat for that group of people getting meat. Why you should take it and give it to an individual?
Okay.
Then Jerry, the PSU officer said, oh, well, you people are complaining that they mentioning it with us because of the condition. Of the health condition. So this is what made me to take this meat from the food and give it to this man.
Oh, okay. Now we got that part. So when he gave it down, it was Bang, the lady who said the PSU officer was very unprofessional in doing that.
Yeah, in doing that. So he had to engage him. Why he did it was not correct. The man so forget it. Even when the man going outside, even though we have been informed that both officers, they were under the influence of alcohol.
Okay.
Yes.
The officers were under the influence of alcohol going to a riot scene. Is that what it was?
Yeah. They came from the riot scene, so they have food for them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, they have food for them. Yeah. So after that, after the time they call their kind to eat food to get a seminar. They were from the eating the food and the incident occurred in front, at the facility or the police or station in Campley.
Oh, that in front of the police station, the fight took place.
Yeah, in Campley.
But where were the other police officers to have allowed their colleagues to fight that long? Because the fight was a bit long. Only one officer came in. Where was the other officers? Because you said they were in group and it was happening.
Yeah, you know, they were looking at it to be a drama. But it was a serious thing. Yeah. Wow. It was a serious thing that was going on here in Nima. So the officers too, they were looking at it, they were watching it, maybe those guys, they are just joking, but it was a serious thing that was going on here in the country. Even though they are reported the hardship in Nima is very tough. Imagine this far when a dog or boot to Bolo and the eastern of floor there have been no food, even the movement, they have been restricted. So in terms of hardship, it's very tough here in Nima.
You mean hardship tough? District number 5, is that where Koga comes from?
Yeah, Koga and Senator Johnson, they're from District 5. But even though they're not being able to really go because the floor is all over in the country. But even though Nimbala been complaining because they were having a vision that, oh, maybe the vice president from the country things going to be better. But they are looking at it now, on the other side, things not really getting better to their expectation.
So you think the fighting over food in the county does tell how hungry people are in the county? Is that what the message goes about? Though we may look at it as being ordinary, but that could be the lingering message that the county people are really, really hungry there. Is that what it is?
This is what really been happening. People are really imagine the vice president from here, but even though you don't have the power to that extent, they refer to him as maybe this office of the vice president, it's an office that maybe you don't really talk too much to that extent. But their expectation in Bayern, their expectation was different than what they are experiencing. So they have the belief that maybe this never Joe Broker, I mean, it's nothing going to be better. Imagine, even with the journalists, imagine from Ghana to Sekrepi or Tapetan is very terrible. It's very. I have AG Yamaha, so that when I'm going and when Papa people say that you so now you have that human feeling we can't in your imagine pregnant women they're not being able to access health facility. They have the Jackson Field also in Tapetan, even though they are professional doctor, even a medical doctor, them using a own cash to a own resources to reach to people, but the real condition is very bad. So at the before you go for treatment, when you don't have the means in terms of transportation, it's your own money we get on money to go for a patient. Imagine Tapetan hospital, we should talk about Tapetan hospital. The road is very bad, but those doctors or health workers like San there, Tapetan and the Canton United Medical Hospital, these are the two health facilities here in Nima that they are doing extremely well. But all of health facilities will say, oh, my man, up to present myself, I've not been able to pay, I've not received my pay yet. Why should stream myself? Some of them, when you visit them, this is what they will say, but for Ganta Hospital, where you have or Allen Zoma, where who's the administrator, sometimes they are being using their own resources to go for a patient. The Jackson Field to have a doctor there. Just a medical director will sometimes will use their own resources to go for a patient. Imagine even on motorbike, because there's no way for ambulance to travel through this bad road condition that Nima people they are experiencing. Even though President Barker said in his speech there will be no part of it during a 90 day, but even though that was a drastic message that he made, but since then there has been no way. The bad road condition is very tough or terrible here in the country.
So all these things you are saying here, I know there are news filtering out there. Your paper is reporting stories relating to what's happening in the nation's capital, and what happens in the nation's capital has a trickle-down effect on what happens in the county as well. And in Nima County, as we speak, you have how many lawmakers? 7 lawmakers.
Yeah, in total there are about 9. Because you have 9 districts. Okay. They are now represented 2 senators.
Yeah, but currently as we speak, 7 lawmakers for the 9, they've already in support, and they are majority. All of them came from Prince Johnson party and the MDR, but they are in support of the removal of the speaker. And others are saying that they are fighting for the country, while others are saying that no greed. But the issue about corruption allegations that lingers around the removal of the speaker, has the Mayans been able to greet said news?
There makes we are some here in the country. On a local radio station here, some are also accusing their own lawmakers that they are being involved with the same corruption that they are fighting for. Other two, they are also claiming that their representative or their lawmakers they are in the right direction. So there are mixed reaction here. Others are in support, while other two they are also dissenting or they are against their lawmaker action towards the removal of the speaker.
So that's the mixed reaction that is there currently. Samuel Koga leads that campaign, and you just talk about his district, very deplorable, no food. But we thought the National Disaster Management Agency, like you say, flooding activities affecting the Koga will have led a campaign to see to it that the people have food, because we know floods, these are natural occurrences. But again, what interventions being made from government is what are truly matters. So you are saying that.
The frustrating part here is that imagine even in Ganta, for the past 2 months since the flood incident occurred, and we even reported there's a community called Glendu here in Ganta. The Glendu, the Guinea Road, where people die in the process or to person as we speak. Hostages or family members have been made homeless. But since then, there have been no response from even government. Superintendent of the county called me up Gono. When we engaged her, she said anything she will do, nobody will remove her until Joe Baka says there got expired. So she boasting that maybe nobody can dismiss her. Anything she feel like doing, she will do it. So maybe Nima people, they have the story to tell when it comes to maybe benefiting from this current government.
They got enough stories to tell. They will tell us one day. Well, at least you are narrating what you know. All right, thank you, Franklin Tulokwe. Liberians are listening. They listen to you. Thank you so much for always keeping us abreast, and thanks for your work you do at Front Page Africa as well.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
All right, so he's Franklin Tulokwe, and Front Page Africa, and a reporter. Sometimes we link up with him to get updates, and so it is now confirmed that the officer died as a result of a fight over food. That is what it is. And so whatever are the other conditions, I really doubted it, even though my own news was even reporting it. But again, sometimes you just wonder what are these things. But again, thanks, it's now finally clear that indeed this is what it is. And interestingly, the issue about Koga's district that was hit by heavy flood and people are struggling there. I hope Samuel Koga can take some of the money that he's getting to make sure that he can settle that. But in the wake of all that is happening, I just got information late this evening that there is an act or a zoning law and a ratification of a zoning law and a zoning law, so forth, that the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai, has just forwarded to the Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives, Fonati Kofa, the embattled Speaker, and also from the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. We understood there was an instrument that surrounds finance that was sent to the Speaker, and acknowledging that the Speaker is still the Speaker, but as to whether the Speaker will have the quorum to pass on those instruments is where the challenge is. Because whether Boaka then likes it or not, Fonati Kofa still remains the Speaker. So whatever has to do with the country, they will have to send it to him, because it will come from there before it goes to the Senate. And still giving you some updates on what's unfolding, because that only tells you the level at which these things will be. He can send it to the majority but illegal block. So the majority but illegal. I'm very clear on what I'm saying. The majority but illegal block. So they can send it to them because they are not a legitimate group. They can't summon anybody because they are not a legitimate group. They've just chosen to take a side that they are on until they can have the numbers. And not just having the numbers, until it can be tried, tested, and the removal of the Speaker is confirmed, and they have another Speaker in place. That's when they can be respected and people will do business with them. Currently, as it stands, they can only do business with themselves. Nobody else can do business with them. Despite Speaker Kofa not having a forum and so forth that is needed, a quorum to get the business done, he is still recognized as the man who's supposed to do the business. That's why the Constitution told him, Article 33, that indeed, if he is impeded and can't do the business because the quorum that he needs, he doesn't have it, he can compel other people to come and join. So what can happen first is to stop what they are doing, which Fonati Kofa did do today. His legal team are honest to the legs of Kabina Janen, the legs of Serena Sifas, the likes of actor Johnson. I think a great team of legal practitioners. They are on the side of Fonati Kofa, and they are moving there to make sure that this is what it is and this is what we need to do. So that has already worked out on today. And let me just try to display to you that the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, the justice in chambers, have taken the initial action that is prayed for by the team of lawyers representing the embattled speaker and Jonathan Fonati Kofa. And Fonati Kofa and his team just late this evening, and we heard that indeed they continue their consultations with their colleagues, they continue the engagement, but their block stay remains intact. Their block stay remains intact. So this is what I am displaying before you here. This is the communication from the Supreme Court, and today is the 25th day, and this is what it says here. It says here, Honorable Samuel G. Koga and all representative majority and block Republic of the House of Representatives, Capitol Building. They said just call them majority block. They are not legit, so they just call them majority block. Yes, indeed, you can dispute that they are in majority. They are. All right, so let's go down. It says here, Dear Honorable Samuel Koga, in reference to the Speaker of the House of Representatives and Honorable J. Fonati Kofa, and officers elected on the House of Representatives, and officers elected on the House's standing rule, acting on and within the scope of his authority of the City of Monrovia, Republic of Liberia, petitioner versus and Representative Samuel G. Koga, Nima County District number 5, Richie Nangbe Kun, Moserado County District number 11, and other members of the House of the self-styled majority, because they started, that's true, self-styled majority block, right? That's how they call it. I love this one. Self-styled majority block of the House of Representatives, acting on their control and authority of the City of Monrovia, County of Moserado, Republic of Liberia respondents, petition for a writ of prohibition to prohibit them from having section, so that they will come to have section where it ought to be. Those are the appropriate legal remedies that you can look for, right? They say by the directive of his honor Yusuf, that the Yami quick sorry, and by the directive of his honor Yami Kwekwe Senior, Associate Justice presiding in chambers, you are hereby cited to a conference with his honor on Monday, November 4th, 2024, at the hour of 10 a.m. in connection with the above captioned case. Meanwhile, you are ordered, while that thing is pending, you are ordered to stay all further proceedings and all actions in the matter pending the outcome of the conference. Kind regards, very truly yours, my own big brother in chief, Councillor Sembo Molu, clerk of the Honorable Supreme Court. And I think it's received by the parties. So there's a stay order. They are to stay all other pending proceeding, meaning the whole of next week, and they are not going to have section. They are not supposed to have section. And they said the 4th, right? So Sunday, Monday, when is going to be? Monday, okay, so the 25th is today, right? Saturday is the 26th, the 27th is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So the whole of next week, they are not going to have anything doing until Monday. Week after next Monday is when they are supposed to appear. Then the outcome of it will determine whether on Tuesday, which of course will be on the 5th of November, they can have section now. So they are to suspend everything that they are doing now until week after next Monday. After the conference, then maybe, then they can continue their proceedings on Tuesday. So the stay order is already there. So Fonati Kofa is right on path. like every other person had always been on path. There are other things that if the justice in chambers, there are some prohibition that you will file or so forth here and there, but yet they may not put this last paragraph that you see here there. They will just say, you'll come for conference, so and so here and there. They will not put that last paragraph. Stay. So there is a preliminary stay that is there. So maybe the outcome of that conference will make it permanent. So there's the temporary stay, and they are to stay off. And just to give you further updates on this, the COFA block are stay in their meetings, and they are very attentive. They are very resolved. And the God have said that they will call themselves the integrity block. They call themselves the integrity block. They cannot be swayed away by monies. And Bintu Masale, who was with them, had been tempted with 70,000 United States dollars. She has rejected. There are others who have rejected. And Papi Smo of district number 13 has also rejected. So the guys are making offers. As to where it is coming from, you can know clearly that stolen monies are now being brought up from stolen accounts by criminals who must have stolen from this country before. And they are hosting the guys at RLJ. Look, I went down there to the RLJ hotel. I stood around there. They don't even know that I live somewhere around there. See, Liberian girls are being abused by these lawmakers. You see them on motorbike, they're coming, pew, they can't go inside, coming. They guys, they are just abusing. These guys are socializing in that place and just abusing the Liberian. And this is quite terrible on the part of these guys. They don't do anything sound on there. They're just loving. They are sleeping with people, women. Some of you got to even leave your workplaces and go check down there to see what, because these guys, they are very terrible. You see, guys are trooping in motorbikes and they are going, what for what? To do what? Exploiting this country. And that's what they are doing. And that is what, because they don't value the money. They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't care. If they're serious for truth, do they have to go camp for this? You're resolved now. Do you people need to really camp for this? The people who really resolve for truth are the Fonati people camp. They're going to their houses and they believe that as they are apart, nobody can touch them. Do you know why you're keeping each other together, monitoring each other's phones? Because you don't trust each other already. You know why? Because it is money that took you there, and you're believing that money can take any one of you from there. So you're monitoring each other. It's out of result of lack of trust of each other that why putting you down there. And you're spending money in a form, in a manner. Sitting down there, and you say out to RLJ Hotel, you're passing around there. You call yourself block that resolved. Block resolved, you're going. Some of you are scared to go home because you're knowing your community, then people threatening you all over. That's why you don't want to go home. You're scared. And some of you, let me tell you something. There are people in your district that know now people setting hard, they're setting strongly to burn their houses. And let me tell my friend, brother Abakokolo Jones, you know, I get plenty of relationship with people on our plantation. Things are not too good for you. The guys are setting for you. I don't know what they may do to you, but they are setting for you. Let me tell you the truth today. Look, the guys, in fact, there's a block of guys, there are a block of guys who have called me. Because, you know, I'm in Magibi County now. I can go and contest down there. I found the thing they're planning for you. If Fonatush even move from there, Abakokolo Jones, I'm just telling you as a brother, as a friend. Me, you know, some of my teenagers that poke and tell me whatever they are, just putting, because I know how desperate the guys are. They are very terrible. They want to do harm. And I own harm, I know about that. What they're talking about. I don't know why they are doing what they want to do, but you know exactly that you are in that place. Kokolo Jones, be very careful with yourself. People are very angry in your district. They are frustrated. They are disappointed. I don't want to speak about Clarence Guy's district because there's somebody who called me and said a group of people in that district, they are supposed to come up sometime next week to come up with a position statement from his district. Clarence Guy is a criminal in chief of this whole thing. He's a rogue, he's a thief, and he continues to steal. That's just who they are. Right? They are not in the interest of the Liberian people. So they take their time to go sit down there at the hotel abusing people's children. Because that's what the country is all about. They make it hard. Do you know how many of our guys, and of course, they get school fees to pay or whatever it is, they will just abuse them there until they will send them to school. What kind of behavior is that? You can empower these people to make sure you help them out so that they go on. These are some of the things that we've been talking. Very terrible guys. They are bad. They are wicked. The reason they are in camp and they don't want to go home. These are the rogues we have in this country. They are criminals we have in this country. And thank God they have shown themselves that they are thieves. Why should they be to where they are? And that's terrible. So like last night, yesterday, they bought a recording with Senator Prince Johnson. Listen to Prince Johnson on too. You know that if on there's no nonsense inside. So he shared with me this. Let me try to see whether I can have it play. Senator Prince Johnson. Okay. I think I said it, yeah. I hope you're getting it for online students. Online students, I hope you're getting it. Okay. I'm coming, don't worry. You don't worry. I'll get you the sound. I'm coming to get you the sound. You don't worry. Don't worry. But I can give you the sound. Yeah, sure. All right. So let me give you the sound. You're gonna get a clear sound. The sound you're gonna get it right here, right here. We're not going anywhere. We're right here. So okay, yeah, there is the sound. There is the sound. Yeah, the sound is here. Finally, the sound is here. So here we go. Here we go. Brilliant. Let's go.
One is legal. Even if the people don't form quorum to remove the speaker, politically can decide to not sit under a governorship, and they will not form any quorum to do the people's work. So, though for the two lawmakers who want to see Funati removed, are determined, they are resolved that they will never sit on the governorship. That happened in the case of Snow, Senator Snow, their representative and speaker at the time. That also happened during the electoral time. A similar thing is being repeated. So the good thing that Funati can do is either negotiate with police or get some people to talk to them, some people who know those guys, to speak to them to calm down. That's the only two ways. But if you want to go to court, the Supreme Court will never answer any political question, will not solve any political issue. You just got to go if you decide to do that. That's one.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
Yeah. Number two, I'm quiet because Funati is my in-law. And he knows how strong he is as a lawyer. He's a strong lawyer. He knows that he led a group of lawmakers to sign a resolution to endorse the TRC recommendation for work code establishment.
And when you say one crown code in Liberia, they always say Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson, you know that very well. And they always look up to me as someone who fought the war, and I'm the one who fought. And so my name is ringing in the country. And he knows that the Supreme Court of Liberia in 2010, under the governorship of the leadership of the lordship of Johnny Lewis, the entire Supreme Court bench nullified the recommendation of the TRC for prosecution and classified it as unconstitutional, null and void. He knows, but he decided to use the nullified document under which he formed a resolution and pay money to people to sign. So now I got lawmakers too in the house. I got friends too in the house who know very well that we have enjoyed peace for so long, and the document you want to use was politicized. The TRC was politicized by the Moja group, Virgin and Himasaya group.
So that supposes that you are one of those behind his removal?
What I'm saying, resolution versus resolution.
All right, so let's stop right there. I don't want to go any further than with Prince Johnson. He said resolution versus resolution. So in as much as Kofa was able to champion a resolution for the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court, he said to Prince Johnson equally is also, he said there are people whom I have, and certainly all MDR people, they are there. Sonia Koga also is there, and Sonia Koga is one person who may have appeared, somebody who, you know what they call here, the devil. I think there's different perspective, but yeah, Prince Johnson had never been. I don't want to say it for that purpose. But again, Prince Johnson is leading his team of MDR lawmakers and say about that, so that the next speaker they will put there will undermine the issue of the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court. Because where it is now, there is still some legislative work that needs to be done. The funding, the budget, and so forth here and there, they are essential. So if we have championed that and it worked, what happens? If you want to come back in terms of funding that office, for a T, you have to work with the office, the president, to see that it works. So it's because of that Senator Prince Johnson to jump inside. Then on the other side, Jeremiah Poole, then being stealing in the lower house. Fonati said he wants to audit. Prince Boy then being there, stealing. He wants to audit. So everybody has kind of interest, everything connected, and they are behind Fonati to make sure that they're getting off. So it's about audit, war crimes court. Audit, war crimes court. Everything borders on what the rescue mission said they were bringing. The rescue mission pushed on the mantra of not ending the culture of impunity in this country. The culture of impunity on people who kill people and they don't want to account for it, and we should just let them go. We want to end that chapter as well. Joseph Walker also launched a campaign to say he's fighting corruption. So the issue about audit, to know that people, when they do things, they will have to account for it in the future. It doesn't matter. It's not just, we'll continue to do the same thing. So that is what indeed Fonati is trying to support. That is what the rescue people brought. So the rescue people brought the issue of War and Economic Crimes Court, and Fonati decided as a CDC speaker to support it. Is that wrong? That's the support given to the Unity Party. The rescue people said, look, we come in power, we got to go on with the issue about audit to know what previous people have done, so that we can know what it is. Fonati said, okay, we agree. We'll also do it in our own place too. The UP people, Jeremiah. So Jeremiah, you and Joseph Boga not really working together or what? Because Joseph Boga say he's fighting corruption, and Fonati said, yeah, Joseph Boga will support you in the fight against the corruption. Yeah. So that all we join inside. Let us do the fight. Then you, Jeremiah, you are fighting against the fight. Oh, Jesus. This country is an interesting country. So what is really going on? You know, I may not be somebody who supports Joseph Walker because I know nothing good will come from out of him. But let me tell you something. On this one day, I feel sorry for the party. I've said it before about other things and they came true. This time, the only good thing I can ever talk about Joseph Walker and for him is what I'm about to talk tonight. The whole plan Joseph Walker is to kick you out. It starts with me. Jeremiah Cohn is not happy that the way he had expected Fonati to proceed to kick you out, that's not able. Fonati is focusing on exposing he Jeremiah Cohn. Instead of Fonati fighting hard to remove you from power, Abraham, when you're here, I will be one of the persons who will tell you clearly that I was totally. And I am totally. You know what, listeners here, they know me. I don't bite and blow. I have serious issue with Fonati. The way he be conducting himself around Joseph Walker. Especially the latest statement made about the defense of Joseph Walker travel. Jeremiah Cohn is not happy with it. Jeremiah Cohn is saying, oh, it looks like Joseph Walker is using Fonati Kofa to expose me. Because Joseph Walker has ambition to run in 2029. That's what Jeremiah Cohn is thinking. So because Joseph Walker has ambition to run in 2029, there's other thing here. Joseph Walker wants to use it so that he can disgrace me because Jeremiah Cohn has stored enough. And if they check it, so Prince Moiden who think that the Papa is not operating the way they have thought it, Prince Moiden thought the Papa was going to leave the stage. He's not leaving the stage. Joseph Walker is looking fresher by the day. Yeah, clear the last time. Joseph Walker is looking fresher by the day. The Papa is contemplating running 2029. The Papa has said it openly, even in the United States. He said instead of people focusing on how they can develop the country for us to run the country, they're thinking about 2029. We're not thinking about that thing yet. The Papa is not definitely to say no. My time is ready. Somebody will not think about 2029. That would be what made it explicit in all of his speeches passing around to tell people, say, yo, people don't have to fight me. I don't have time for 2029. Let us focus on the job. You have said it. But because that Papa is keeping that honor, look, that Papa is keeping that, and Jeremiah Cohn is aware of that. So Jeremiah Cohn thinks that Joseph Walker wants to use Fonati Kofa to expose him. And Joseph Walker wants to use Fonati Kofa also to honor man Nima Kante by targeting Prince Johnson. You see how Jeremiah Cohn plays politics? He goes to Prince Johnson and say, Papa, you need to join now. Talk to your men so that they will join this fight. You got a Fonati pass the war crank or Prince Johnson say, yeah, that's true, my son. Then, not knowing Jeremiah Cohn fighting for himself too, because he doesn't want to be exposed with the stealing that he has been doing. Everything is calculated ploy against now. There's a politics. There's politics we are discussing here. It's a win-win situation. If you check deep down, the United Party folks there who are still supported here and there, they're not too sound enough to know what the game that is being played. When it starts from here, it went straight in the upper house. Jeremiah Cohn does not want to see Yobi Kanga Lawrence because Lawrence is ambitious as well for 2029. So anything that appears to be standing in the way of Jeremiah Cohn, he will fight it. Now, why you see Jeremiah Cohn taking money and giving it? The money in store. Why you think the men campaign down there? They are telling that men, say, man, you're for people now. I was saying now. How about Junior telling Jeremiah Cohn, Clarence Garden all fighting for themselves now because the corruption thing, Clarence Garden is already hooked. Because when he go, he come down, said they would deal with him. So for him, he just got to stay there. So they are telling the oil garden, say, man, you don't know you fire enough for us now. Now your own fight business we here for now because you have the money there. You're going to take some of the money there. You're bringing. So the men are checking in their respective coffers and taking money from there and bringing it to help these guys. They have seen it now that the Fonati block is strong. So they are now even increasing the offer to 50,000, 60,000 to tell you why they are doing these things. They on Thursday, it was when they thought they would have nailed it. It didn't work. See what they are. Everything is sitting there so shame. But Jeremiah Cohn is fighting. That RLJ hotel, forget it. Y'all will keep down there. And y'all will keep there for yourself. It's up to you people to do what you want to do. It will not work. It's not in your favor. It's not going to work for you. Huh? It's not going to work for you. You'll be to that RLG and you'll continue to be there. You'll continue to be there. Senator Brent Johnson, you walk around quoting, don't blame Fonanti for you. The president was passing around here with Alan White. The president established the office of the War and Economic Crimes Court. Your president passed executive order. Your president passed everything. Forget about Fonanti. This whole thing gets cheap. Fonanti cannot stop what the Liberian people want. Joseph Boakai campaigned and said that is what the Liberian people wanted. And we did not do it. Instead, we have decided to prioritize harmonization. The harmonization, you people have come now for you to undo it. You can't do that. The one that you say you will do, why you're doing that? Yeah, no problem. The War Crimes Code, we also put it. We are all in support of it. For me personally, Stephen Johnson, you know you my papa. I don't say you pay somebody, whatever. That one, no, I can't come out to say that one. Yeah, put your country to free you, my papa. Yeah, to try your name. Yeah, to clear your name. There's nothing bad about it. So let's just pray for the best. You got to be able to get it. Keep playing your cash giveaway. I think we are back. So it's very good for all of us to certainly get it. 20,000 is all for grass for each person. Tonight, right here on this very day. So let's take a break and we'll be right back. Crown Support is always proud to be associated with the show. And we are also proud of associating with them as well. It is where we are. So let's go for our weekend break, yeah? Things have happened already. Things have happened. And this is where we are. Thanks so much to all of you for the time and fantastic people, great people, my fantastic students. I appreciate all of you for the support you continue to give us. And we'll continue to work together for the good of our country. No matter what the circumstances are, we'll always do our best in the best way we can. And of course, this one, we'll take this break and we'll be right back to pick your calls.
He heals the brokenhearted and bounds their wound. No disaster will come near us. Liberia is a life-changing encounter with God. Join the NSPPD Liberia Prayer Conference on Saturday, November 2nd at the SKD at 2 p.m. Yes, Pastor Jerry Easy will be live in Liberia on November 2nd at SKD.
Days that the devil will throw your mistakes in your face. Tell the devil, I am here.
It's time to come together in unity, lift our voices, and seek God's guardians. Bring the sick, the brokenhearted, the blind, the cripples, and all your problems, and lay it at the feet of our Savior Jesus Christ. Experience powerful worship that will transform your life. Admission is free. You only need to scan the barcode on the flyer and register, or call 0777-517-114 or 0770-859-963 or 0776-729-150. NSPPD, Liberia National Prayer Conference, where prayer changes everything.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hand for the real authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to.
All right, Crime Stoppers, right here. What is that? That avocado juice. Who I go to? Let me talk about Samuel Kuka. Samuel Kuka. Samuel Kuka, you my big brother. They get people. I don't know what do you get go doing. Come out behind the total gas station until you get one lady there. You can go visit the lady or your real family. Okay, now your extended family. The children they say they know that place. You can go there all the time. They say they will visit you there too. So I am sure you what people say me. The places that you can go there, what they call there. The people they know when they you can go there, how you can go there, and you can go there single. So that all area they know that your family. One thing go down there will come down. Beyond so go. So you go put yourself in here. You see the time you have a popular support behind you. That's why you succeeded. The other one you can see the that put it in your business. Look, anything you do, for the fact that you even go to camp and you're sitting down there, you don't want to go in your community there. You know what's up. In fact, now you go in your community, then people calling your role. People will go to you for money. You can't tell them say you don't get money. So you see how you just made yourself the lower in the communities now. You're just from taking huge money. So how you going to live with the people in your community then? The way you do RLJ, you're taking all the money when you're cool. Let's get to the lines and interact with your callers right here. Keep playing your cash giveaway. *799 *25#. All right, so let me get on to the first caller right here on this die. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Godson William. Yeah, thank you. I'm James Blama Kamara from the Liberian Civil Rights Movement. Thank you very much for this show. You know, and maybe this is a troubling time in our country, and we should be able to speak to issues as it unfolds. Like day before yesterday, I know commented on the issue of the speaker removal and auction yesterday. So I found key interest in addressing this because this is our country. If you don't speak today, I don't think you will speak no more. So I think the speaker should stand his ground. I can say for sure, if Liberia will born, Liberia should born. This time around, it should be by the rule of law. And then the President Bokar promised the Liberian people on the basis of upholding the rule of law. So if Speaker Fanatic Kofa also can uphold the rule of law to ensure that whatever that will come against him, that indeed he will be found guilty in the competent court of jurisdiction that may lead to his removal or resignation. Indeed, Liberians will understand that due to this reason, this was why the speaker was removed from, because that's why the Constitution speaks to. So the Constitution speaks to the issue of removal for a cause. So the opposite side should have the cause to come and remove the speaker, and then
for that cause. Thank you so much, my brother, for your contribution. So, like I said, keep playing *799 *25#. That's 25# is the Friday stuff, and you can keep playing with that, and we can go down with it right here on this very time, and we are certainly getting there. Hello, how are you doing? Fine. Let's hear from you quickly.
This is Esmoka, usually visually impaired car that keeping Boga to the fire. You know, it is not clear that true money is really in this thing. Because for us to be hearing tonight that these guys that those guys are killing, are all killing at that hotel. Seriously, money is in it. And I was telling somebody, I said, during early on the time, the money news were not off soon. They were almost at the closing stages before we start hearing about money business. But God exposed those guys so soon that the money business came up. So it had chakra the whole thing in there. And this is a clear indication that when you're doing something against somebody, when your conscience is not clear, what God is not in the body of you, then what you will see happening. Where are the elders? Because you will have an error in the land because a senator is speaking that way. Senator is now saying, because you did something against me allegedly, and he too is supporting something against you, then who do we refer to as an error in the land? So that when you're watching this Nigerian or show, you will see an error will speak, when an error speak, and the people refuse to listen, you see danger or you see what they fight. But our own error in the country when they speak, what we expect is destruction. So we don't know why we are here. So it is clear that whatsoever that is going against Fonati is not about Fonati. It's because of the system that Fonati is trying to put into place. Really, guys, where are they getting all of the money from? 50,000 were offered to Papi Slow of District 13. I mean, Papi Slow of District 13. Now we have 70,000 that have been offered to another lady. Where are the money coming from? When you have the Liberian people are dying in poverty, people are disobedient. Look, the integrity group of Fanatic Kofa, we are with you guys. And we are appealing to you people, AB. You're please try to put the integrity group also on a newspaper so that we can purchase it and keep it. So that tomorrow our children will come and see it and know the people then that were not in the interest of Liberia. We want that news for your plea effort. Then they put it on the other side, the integrity group. Then they put it on the side, the rebel group. We will go after that people and buy it and keep it so that tomorrow our children will read it and know those that are responsible for the problem of this country. Thank you.
So we have the integrity block, and of course the Fonati block is the integrity block because all the monies that come in, they are rejecting it on a daily basis. They're standing by what it is. Thank you so much, my brother. We appreciate it. All right. So AB Connect, let me try to get to you. The integrity block. We now know the integrity block now because with the kind of money that they're dishing out, the guys are saying, I know we're going nowhere. And we'll stick to where we are. The country matters in everything else. Hello, how you doing, AB?
Yeah, good evening, AB. This is Ivan calling from Virginia, the United States.
Yeah, let's
look, AB, I listened to the clip. Like yesterday was Senator Johnson. AB, ain't see the whole thing, the removal of Speaker Kofa?
Yeah.
The only one here is the war crime court. The only problem.
So all the MDR, all the MDR, all the devil, nothing else. They get against them.
Hello?
Yeah, go on. We're listening. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but AB, the whole thing, you know, that nobody trusts one another in that other group, in that anti-speaker group. Nobody trusts one another. Yeah. Because if group of men and women would just go and confine themselves, whether they think will take 6 months or 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, how long you guys will be to RL jail?
They not trust each other.
They not trust one another. How long? Because it tells me the Kofa, Speaker Kofa uno case, not the Arizona uno case, not the Talas uno case. It's quite
different.
It's different. One, they don't have popular support. Two, and in fact, there's some of that. Look at what you just said about Bedroom Basari. $70,000. They got talking about the reporter from Nimaka. The people are dying. The people are dying from food, starvation, no food. And you won't get somebody $70,000 to move somebody. Maybe the fire will end up in the Senate.
You're right.
Your sister will be careful with those guys. They won't get her out.
Yeah.
Because the guy won't get complete control over the both houses. Thank you, AB. And Speaker Kofa, don't resign. Don't resign. Then the guy that come and facing you so that you can face it at the 49 people. So that you can face it in your chamber.
You're right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief, for your contribution. Nimle, let's hear from you. Hello, Frederick Nimle. Hello. Frederick? Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, but
yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, hello,
yeah, let's listen to you. Yeah, please.
This is Frederick Tennessee Nimle calling from.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I've been following this since few days ago. The only thing I have to say is to encourage the speaker, J. Fonati Kofa, and those who are standing with him. As long as the Liberian people are standing with him, he should be courageous to stand his ground. because he's on the side of the Constitution and democracy.
You're right.
If they want to remove him, per the Constitution, let them get the 48 or 49 persons,
49.
and he will give her the. But for now, it's just that Yeke Koluba was a little bit more frustrated. He said if Funati Kofa do resign, he will go after Funati Kofa. It was just out of anger, and I see his anger. He's someone that standing with the speaker. So I pray that the other guys who are with speaker, they do not betray the struggle of the Liberian people.
All right. Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. We are about to get to yeah. Thank you, Frederick. We appreciate that. All right. Let me get on to the next line, and let me get on to this one. Hello, how are you doing? Hello. Hello. Boss man, you don't do that kind of thing, yo. So you just forget about it. Don't do that. Well, continue on your talk. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing? Good evening. We are listening. Please go on. Let's listen to you.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me for your I'm here in my Super Junior.
Okay.
And I join you this evening from the runner office of the Intellectual Club District. So let me say good evening to Liberia following your show. And I have to appreciate you every day, Ebi, for trying to enlighten Liberians. And this current situation that is at the Capitol building, we believe that some powerful hands are sitting somewhere and trying to influence the lawmaker. And Samuel Koga, we know this man, always saying that he's an integrity icon, but he's yet to prove that he's an integrity icon.
Koga really surprised me. Actually, I can vote for Koga any day. I've been
Koga has surprised us because this is a lawmaker who is saying he's resolute. What is it that the speaker has done? He's saying that he will not go on his gavel to sit down and discuss whatever may have happened can be handled. Because listen to the account. One of it was that the speaker did he spent more than while he was saying the speaker. But I don't think that should be the cardinal issue of removing the of it. So the best thing here is to accept the audit, because this issue never came up until the speaker can allow for an audit of the lower house. If the speaker has not endorsed the idea of auditing the house, probably he may not have experienced this fight, or the fight may have come, but it may have come in a different direction. But this is so open. You see lawmakers so deviant, and the worst part is lawmakers have placed their stomach and belly in the wheelbarrow and then driven around to get the for 15K. We think our country democracy is under attack, and we want to call on Liberian citizens. We will not wait for these belly-driven lawmakers. We will engage them on every platform, and we stand firm with the bloc that is supporting impractical order and practical law that are standing for Liberia. And let us fight in Mr. Blacker cannot get himself involved into this process to see how he can come in. Probably it may extend to the Senate, and later Mr. Blacker impeachment bill may probably be on the board, on the discussion board for his impeachment, because there are many violations that are going on this government. I'm yet to listen to Samuel Koga, who says he's an integrity icon, to speak of these things. Where has Mr. Samuel Koga when the government is up budget spending? When those SME are paying themselves more than 15K.
You're right.
These lawmakers are just there for their own interest, some of them, at least.
Thank you.
We must appreciate accountability, all of those integrity lawmakers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. And it's quite important that we get onto that. Things are happening, and the guys, they are getting tinted by the day. They are being destroyed by the day. Let me get to this one. We know. Hello, how you doing? Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Boss man, you got to lower the monitor. You know the volume of that monitor behind you. Abraham, we are here calling you. But I don't just call people for nothing. But you got to lower that stuff. Lower the volume of that stuff. So that I don't hear myself in the back. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Yeah, you gotta praise God. God is always on everybody's side. You play the Friday jackpot, eh? Hello?
Yeah,
Yes,
hello.
I'm talking to you. You're not hearing me?
I hear you.
but answer me now.
Hello?
What did you hear?
I heard that you said you play the Friday jackpot.
So what the answer that? What's the answer? Hello?
Hello? You play the jackpot. I play the jackpot on the phone.
All right.
You give now the money. Somebody play. Who now? Yeah, Lobu, my daughter play. Lobu. Give me mobile.
So you that pick the phone, that who use your phone?
That my wife phone that she heard. He did the mobile. Yeah, hello?
We're gonna put it this. How you doing?
Yeah.
You play on the show, yeah?
Yeah, I play Jada.
Oh, you play Jada? Then why you go to the phone? Come to your man now.
I go to the altar.
You gotta tell her that why you go to down there. So how many times you play? Hello?
Yeah.
How many times you played? She say I go. She say I go outside to go do it. Yeah, you say how many times you played?
I will play one time today.
Today? Okay, no problem. What's your name? What's the name that on the number you play with?
Geduo
Money. Okay, you ever won before? You ever play and won before?
I will today. I'll go buy a ticket and play today.
Oh. All right, Geduo Money. Congratulations, you won 20,000.
I tell you, I can't play.
All right, Geduo. It will enter your phone. It will send to your phone. Geduo. Let me get on my lines and talk to my callers. You keep playing. I will call the rest of you subsequently. And what are you doing? Hello.
Hello, Eddie.
Yeah, how you doing, Chief?
Thank you for the show, man. Very interesting. Eddie, when we talk about the integrity group, the Funaki group, the team of lawyers, alone.
Yeah.
Those are integrity people.
Yeah.
Like Arthur Johnson, like the former Supreme Court
Justice, Cabinet Janet.
The team alone should make major guys to be panic. That is the integrity group who dare Funaki to stand his ground. At the end, victory is sure.
Certainly.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, thanks boss for your contribution. We appreciate that. You keep playing *799* and 25 hash is the number, and you can use. Sorry for the last 2 days we never had this doing because the network problem and was very much present in Liberia, so we didn't do that. So we just thought to go on with you. Yeah, hello, how you doing? Hello.
Yeah, money. I said that very bro. If you are big, you. I won't even talk to you. Please look at my more.
I seen it. Yeah, set with 381.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it already. All right. So let me get on to this one right here on this dial. Let's go on. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
It is AB Gosan Wea.
Yes, this is God sent. Go on. Let's listen to you, please.
Okay, I'm John Coy speaking from Germany. Huh?
All right, John. Great to have you on the program. Face the issues.
Yeah, always follow I always follow you. You know, actually, the scene that is going on in our country is we are very disappointed in our lawmaker. You know, actually, but I beg you, AB, please, I really need your number after the show. I really want to talk to you offline. You know, please, I really need your number.
All right, John. I will get back to you. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And, all right. Thank you. All right. So let's go on right here on this dive. We're certainly getting there. Hello, how you doing? Hello. This caller should do. Hello, how you doing? Okay, let me get to the next caller. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Eddie. How are you?
I'm fine. Oh, please go on. Let's listen to you, please.
This is Mama Guitar, member of the Civil Rights Movement in Liberia.
Mr. Guitar, let's listen to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Eddie. We'll continue to commend you. I just want for the lawmaker to be, for the extent that we do not have no two speakers at the same time under one administration. We have one speaker at a time, and one also representative and one senate. Because we are always hearing there saying, oh, we get a majority. Majority cannot do business on behalf of Liberian people. The only person that can do the business on behalf of Liberian people is to have the speaker sitting there. If the people that want the Fanatic Kofa today, they have to go directly to the legislature for the now of 50, you know the speaker. You know, our elected official, the way they behave in the country, it's very wrong. Try to see elected officials. They are going to different places to go sit down there. They say they are having session because they are politics. They have the constituency here. So why you are elected for? Why every state here we can go for election AD? So for me, this is the time we know President Joseph Mabaka is leadership ability. Because the people told during the capital, they said that they don't have the experience and integrity. And for me, I continue to commend it because he's still working with the people speaker. And lastly, AB, when the people try anything to remove the speaker or to do anything contrary for the two lawmakers, we will tell them that Article 1 of the Liberian Constitution that we vote for them, we have power more than them. They cannot choose themselves as a lawmaker to own the country, what they call Liberia. Yes, Liberian people, we are here. So we just working and watching them with ego. And then government official will appear in front of the people. We will make them to honor.
Hey, Guitar, thank you. Let me get into this caller. Hello? Hello? Hello, how you doing? Hello? Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Are you doing?
Yeah, we're fine. Go on, let's listen to you.
This is Baron Tiawa calling from the USA.
Okay, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, this is Baron Tiawa calling from the USA.
Yeah, Baron, let's listen to you. We're listening to you now.
Yeah, on the topic.
Yeah, Baron.
Nobody can.
Baron? Baron, go on. Let's listen to you, please. Hello? Wow. Baron, I don't know what's happening. Anyway, the network is striving. So it's quite challenging for you. So let me get on this side. Okay, this one. Hello? Baron?
Thank you. Yeah, Council. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
Doing pretty well. A pleasant good evening to your conversation. This is Hussein Kew. I call you from Jacob Stand too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the extra privilege to call on your show. I listened to the talking points, and let me say this and be very clear. You know, honor the doctrines of separation of power. We have 3 branches of government. First branch of government is the legislature, the executive, and that of the judiciary. Under the doctrine of separation of power, the legislature has its own functions. The executive has its own functions. Now, this is the legislative politics. The president, I listen to people trying to accuse the executive and the president of interfering and being beyond the removal of Fanatic Kofa. I want to state this emphatically that the president has nothing to do with the entire rigmarole in the legislature. Mind you, any attempt for the president to interfere with the functions of the legislature, it is an impeachable offense. This is why the best thing the president would do is to call on the legislator, that is the United Party lawmakers, as to ensure and advise them on the best way forward. And listen to Fanatic Kofa, you were on that interview when Sekou asked all of the hardcore questions. And perhaps you guys like you to checkmate Sekou. Now, there is nothing that this executive has to do with the legislative functions. One Fonati, every time I listen to him, he tried to be a reconciler and wanting to listen to the people reconcile the entire legislature. But what would be so difficult in finding a common ground is those people who follow Fonati. Fonati is a good man. When it started with the speakership, say I will not support Richard Cole because it's not a speaker he has a speaker that. Fonati has a leadership ability, he very submissive, regardless of a political
All right, thank you. Hello, how you doing? The next caller. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening, Mr. William.
Yeah, how you doing? Please go on. Let's listen to you.
My name is Eric Willie, and I call from Easy.
Yeah, Eric, let's hear from you, please.
Mr. William, I listened to the voice he played from our senior senator from Nima, Senator Prince Johnson.
Yeah.
You know, Prince Johnson, those are people that are here to honor this government. So the entire ringing that is going on in the legislature, for me, I can say the party people are not smart. If they were smart, then by now, the president or the hierarchy of the United Party will have called all their lawmakers to go Fonati way. Because they are the one governing the country right now. So even the legislature is at standstill for the next 1 year, that means the entire government will be at standstill.
Right.
So they shall just call their lawmakers, their rescue lawmakers, so we can rescue the people. So your people go Fonati because Fonati is not opposing the government. Everything that they want, Fonati is there to do it for them. That we the institutions will be even angry with Fonati. So that's my input, Mr. William. Thank you so much for the show.
Thank you, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Let me get back to the WhatsApp line. Hello, how you doing, Leo?
Hey, brother Evie, how are you, brother?
I'm doing fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you.
I am no, thank you again. But listen, man, I didn't know that don't start recruiting new players. Many already on camera, man.
Thank you.
Yeah? Don't start here. No. The people were looking for money to go camp. They couldn't find it, but lawmakers then can find money to go on camp.
You're right.
But you know, on the most serious note,
you're right.
On the most serious note, I started thinking.
You're right.
That old man yesterday was saying that, oh, I hope and now you're going for Nati Kofa also.
You're right.
After listening to Prince Johnson and his whole plot and plan behind the scene, listening to that kind of man, you know that rock and hot bush. But I just wanted to start thinking outside the box. Thank you for your show, brother. Thank you.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. A minute each. Yeah, just quickly. Hello.
Hey,
how you doing? Please go on quickly. No time. Yeah.
Patrick Soa.
Yeah, please go on. We are listening.
Yeah, I mean, I have a different view with respect to this whole thing with Fonati Kofa and the majority black. Legislative politics is the number. Let's say we agree that Fonati Kofa is removed and he goes to the Supreme Court. Let's say the way the Supreme Court, I think he has filed a prohibition, and the Supreme Court says that the guys should go to status quo and plead, and they come, and the majority of black states says that they don't want to work with Fonati Kofa. It still is not resolved. What do you think? You are the legal man, because you will have the majority of black states saying that we don't want to work with him, and you will have his state saying that I want you guys to work with me. So we're still going to keep in the whole value.
No, but
so now still be so.
No, the precedent aspect law. Let me tell you now what may happen. If the Supreme Court takes such decision and they fail to get the number, thank God you keep saying the number. Even Fonati himself acknowledges the number. He says once you can get a 49, that's the number. The Constitution acknowledges the number. It is the number that the Constitution referenced. So whatever is happening, if they don't come or whatever it is the business of the executive. Remember, you are there to deliver on it. So it's left with the executive. If they want to continue like that, it will continue like that. Who has time? My brother, you're in America there, Patrick. You know exactly some of the deals that bipartisanship can reach for the country to move forward. So now the Democrats will say, we're not allowing this to happen, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter the president's position. You have to back down for the sake of the country. That's when now you will know who cares most about deliverables Because it's the CDC speaker. You think the CDC cares? I can remember one time there was a budget bottleneck on a Trump administration, where Pelosi said that they were not going to make it to work. They had to talk to Trump. Trump had to go down talking to these people. My brother, that politics, it will end up with politics in the end. But who cares most? Like with the CDC, you didn't achieve anything. So whether you like it or not, and you get people there on that side, for nothing who is around, and that's all you will do. So that's where it is. The jet need to get to work. Yeah.
When it comes to the legal issue that area that I gave her, yeah.
All right, thank you. Yeah, come in. Hello, how you doing? Let me get on to the next caller. Thank you, Patrick. So, hello, how you doing?
Yeah, this is Ruth Eberson. I'm calling from America.
All right, man, Ruth. Go on.
I don't know.
Listen to you.
Yeah, I don't know why our people still waiting for. When they understand that people saying that they having a meeting somewhere and they're still waiting for number for the people to collect the number before Liberia people will get on the street and post out to the people. This is not about Fonati or whoever it is. That's the same thing our people did to we are thing. When we are going, everybody going. And that's what's going to happen. I hope everyone that in Liberia should know what they're supposed to do. So long the driver is inside this thing, they need to get on the street and call their lawmaker to do the right thing. Those people don't have no power. The people have the power. And we that are citizens in America, we know that. And we do the same thing. Our people in their place, we do the same thing, we get on the street.
You're right.
So I don't know why Liberia people still waiting for, sitting there to wait for the people to get the number. If they know they're doing undermine things.
You're right.
They're not following the law. So I don't know. It's really the frustrating part.
You're right. 100%.
And I pray that for the team will hold on with peace.
Yeah, you're right.
We pray every day and night for our country.
Thank you,
So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Maru.
Thank
Let
you.
me get to Baron. Yeah,
Thank you.
Baron is back. And Baron, I hope you're okay now. Yeah. Yeah, Baron, we are listening now. Baron Tiawa.
Hello?
Yeah, go on, Chief. We're listening. Go on.
Yeah, this is Baron Tiawa calling from the USA.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yes, my advice to Fanati Kofa, you shouldn't move. Nobody should put pressure behind for you to move. But all these people that they're all there for their interest. They are criminals, bunch of criminals. So you shouldn't listen to them. Let him do what you put there to do. That's all. That's my advice to you.
All right, thank you, Baron. All right, Baron, thank you. Let me get on to the next caller right here. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening, people.
How you doing, boss man? Let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me say good evening to the King Gazette family. For the trading web, for the Liberia people, for the information discrimination, and we are very grateful for the King Gazette family.
Okay.
For the recognition, people, I'm Pokat Robert, and I joined you from Kansas City, where you are resident for this evening.
Okay.
You know, the laughable, but getting serious. As our forefather may say, the people who spoon the reef of mud open, people are getting that much more. They're getting that much more. We are getting there. They did this. No, you're getting that much more. For the man in person that is talking with, that Mr. Blocker feel that he is injury or Francis Kofa forget to know that he is injuring his own government. Because man, people are able tomorrow. If they lead a day, trust me, Francis Kofa has nothing to lose. The reason there, the people. I mean, the person that the people put their confidence in, the person that the people said that they last to them and they can rescue them, and the country has been stagnated, well, because of controversies in the law hall, they do not care. The people looking at former controversies in the law hall, but some of the things that are happening, they go directly to the president. So the two people bring it forward, that he taking a big form, and get this when next month more, as we said, people will come and say, oh, for the sake of people, no, for the war. That man is a man with principle. It's a man with character. It's a man with what we call integrity. people look out for the sake of peace, they integrity that you have been protected for a long period of time. People are able to go slap in the mud for the sake of peace. Then they will go down to the bottom and give us some of us. We will be all apologetic. You don't know who we are standing with, and we know who we are defending. That person with record. I make a clean character of record. So therefore, after you see the men go to the court, and the court will demand them by the constitution. So go back and go to the parliamentary work. I see senators coming and say they come in the interview that now you want interview. So all you said, they never say that. All you said, they never be saying that the snow there and tell there. And at the end, you say for the sake of peace. No, the men will learn. The men will be the fullness of protecting integrity. So to conclude, thank you for your effort. You always exhaust me, and then we see you as a mentor. We see you as a capital FENTO, our mentor. And then we will always follow you, maybe. Seriously speaking. But anyway, thank you. Let God's bless our state.
Thank you so much, my brother, for your contribution. We appreciate that. While we are going along, I'm also intersplicing it with some of our winners as well as they are coming up. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, Poker Rappers. Hello, how you doing?
How you doing?
Boss man, how you doing? How's everything with you? Abraham, we are here calling you.
Yeah.
What's up,
Abraham, how you doing?
Fine, though. You listening to radio station?
Yeah.
Now, what kind of radio station you listening to? Hello? Boss man, are you hearing me? Hello?
The Kings FM.
Okay, Kings FM. You ever played a jackpot on the Face the Issues?
Yes, I played tonight, but I've been playing so many times.
Yeah, man. And you've been winning so many times. That's one good thing about you.
No, I've been losing.
All right. So what's the name that I assigned to this number I'm calling?
I'm Prince Zulu. Prince Zulu. Yeah,
Prince Zulu from Zulu Whiskey. Prince
yeah.
Zulu. I like that. All right, Prince. And how many times you play tonight?
I play one time tonight.
You say, yeah. Reluctantly, I can sense that other plays. Yeah. Let me just try again.
Yeah.
All right, Prince. Thanks so much. You know, God blesses people who are very consistent and believe in Him that one day He will go for them. And so tonight is your time, and He has started with you. So congratulations, Prince. Is the number, and of course, so you won 20,000 finally.
Thank you so
much. Congratulations for your consistency. Yeah, with God, all things are possible, Prince, and I keep it up. All right, and Prince Zulu. So let me get on to the WhatsApp line again, and the folks keep calling. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Hello. Okay, this way. Then we get to the female lines. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, maybe how is you?
Fine, boss. Go on. Let's listen to your name, please.
Yeah, I'm Dana Smith on the bottom room. Yeah, my contribution to the topic is Konafi Kofa should not move on our speaker position because those people, they are weak set of people. They're trying to play tactics.
Mm-hmm.
So the tactics they are playing, Konafi Kofa stand in ground to remain as speaker. And maybe I'm begging you, I don't want the last time call you, I tried to ask you for your number.
Well, I thought I read you the number the last time again. I didn't do it.
No, I said my name is Daniel Smith, my number ends in 60. I just want to make friends with you.
All right, no, let Daniel. What you do? Okay, just read it out here. Let me get something quick. I beg you. Because it will be difficult to get all of your number before you go down there. Everybody else, yes, zero what? And
that's 548.60.
Okay, 548.
I beg you, brother, you lawyer, so I just want to
48.50.
Yeah, 548.60.
6050.
Yeah, 548.60.
My boss man, the last two DJ please call you 1 yeah. That's 60 or that 50.
Oh, a 4860.
60. Okay, now I got it now.
Yeah, 4860.
All right. Thank you, boss man. Let me get to my one. Yeah, thank you. I'll call you. We need that one. Hello, how you doing?
Oh, Abby, how you doing, Baba?
I'm fine.
I can keep your too long. I want to let's move and move fine.
Tell your team, Mama. Sorry for keeping you.
My phone. Thank you for the show tonight. This is my assistant on the line. No, I listened to what we are saying this morning, talking about council and the council of churches. No, no, what me from. that for the sake of the country, he should resign. So I want to tell, yes, I was talking about what he was saying that
morning. I was listening to that thing anyway. Yeah, go on.
So I want to tell the country, I know, Benet country or churches, if they want to be right with the issue, hello?
Yeah, go on, Mama, we're listening to you.
Oh, I'm talking myself, you're talking, what are you talking?
No, go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Oh, this is my belly hand, what I'm saying,
No, go on.
So, okay, so I want to say now, we'll tell them that if they want any piece to go on in the country, they want to go on a matter, government, go to Boaka and Jeremiah. So tell them what they do, so people to move and come from over there. So we hope they all here. I was in school, did I hear me that one? If you need peace in the country, if you fair enough, that you serving revel God, go tell Boaka, so you will stop it. Let the country go on. Let them go forward, let them come in here. If you don't go for the cover, what you do that one? That's for the problem. You say for the cover, what's in the country? Oh, God, you say, people bought it. People can't go over there. You say, only have corruption. We don't go to somebody get it back. You want to go after people? You say, what they say, what have you? So go to your brother and say, you say, what you doing? Stop there from the going from. People that say, I'm going to pay you. Up for living a position.
You're right.
They're trying not hearing that one in the country. Thank you, my son.
We are certainly getting there, and so forth. So let me see. What do I do? Go which way? And this way. Then we get on. Hello, how you doing? Go on.
How you doing, Abby? How you doing? Hello? Hello, Abby?
Yeah, go on. Let's listen.
How you coming up, brother? Thank you for that analysis, my man. I enjoy what you just said. Those guys just wasting their time, my brother. Like, brown people are suffering. Then those guys are in hotel, enjoying the set camping, having fun with the little girls in that place. Everyone will miss you. That's what I need to say on the ground. You will not move. The brown people on, they are with him.
Okay. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. And this is it right here on this very day. We are certainly getting the time has caught up with me, and I have to get going. Okay, so folks, thank you, Baba. It's okay now. I got you. All right, so folks, that's all the time we have tonight on this very day, and I keep playing, and we'll call you up. The rest of the other people, and the network keeps fluctuating for that. All right, so we think we are certainly getting there, and no matter what the circumstances are, we will get there. So, thanks to all of you for the support throughout the week. Thanks for your throughout the week. One progress that we have made in the wake of this is that the people on Fonati's side have been part of this whole removal thing. So you talk about, president. No, president, there are facts and circumstances that may not align with the president you're talking about. Currently, as we speak, Liberian people know all the people that are in camp there, they are rogues, they are thieves, they are criminals. That's just who they are. So we're not going to allow that. Secondly, they are against audit. So they are against it. Thirdly, Prince Johnson just added on there that he against the war crimes code issue. So look at the kind of reason that kind of thing business we are. So folks, that's all the time we have until we are back here next week with another edition, fascinating one beginning Monday. Do have a pleasant weekend. Bye-bye.
Don't take the law into your own hand.